Hello and welcome to the Pleasure Academy. Today we're diving into the fascinating art of sending subtle intimacy signals on a first date, the gentle, respectful cues that build chemistry without words. Ready to master emotional attraction? Let's begin. 1. Understanding subtle intimacy. Subtle intimacy is the quiet language of connection, the space between words where attraction lives. It's not about overt flirting or bold moves. It's about warmth, attention, and emotional presence. On a first date, subtle intimacy signals show interest without overwhelming your partner. It's how you say, "I see you," through tone, expression, and timing. When done right, these signals create emotional comfort and physical chemistry at once. Remember, subtlety isn't about hiding your interest, it's about revealing it gracefully. True intimacy begins when both people feel safe, valued, and seen beyond surface-level attraction. 2. Confidence and posture. Your posture speaks before you do. Confidence doesn't mean dominance, it means ease in your own skin. Walk in with relaxed shoulders, natural eye contact, and a gentle smile. Avoid fidgeting or crossing your arms, that signals tension or distance. Sit comfortably yet upright, projecting presence. Confidence comes from authenticity, not performance. When you look grounded, your date feels grounded too. Remember, the goal isn't to impress, it's to connect. A calm, open posture communicates, "I'm here, I'm comfortable, and I'm listening." It sets the tone for mutual trust, the most magnetic intimacy signal there is. 3. Eye contact and connection. Eye contact is one of the most powerful intimacy cues. When balanced, too little can seem distant, too much can feel intense. The sweet spot? Holding their gaze for a few seconds, then gently breaking it with a smile. It creates rhythm, a silent dance between attention and space. Try meeting their eyes when they're sharing something meaningful. That moment says, "I'm with you." Combine that with soft facial expressions, and your presence becomes both comforting and intriguing. Eye contact done right makes your date feel seen, not studied, and that's what builds emotional closeness. 4. The power of listening. Listening is intimacy in its purest form. When you listen actively, you're not just hearing, you're understanding. Show it with subtle nods, engaged facial expressions, and gentle follow-up questions. For example, "That sounds exciting. How did it make you feel?" This turns conversation into connection. Avoid rushing to fill silence. Sometimes quiet acknowledgement speaks louder. When someone feels truly heard, they drop their guard, and that's where trust and chemistry begin. Listening is more than a skill, it's an energy. When your attention says, "You matter," it becomes one of the most powerful signals of attraction. 5. Tone of voice. Your voice carries emotion that words alone can't. A calm, steady tone invites comfort and curiosity. Speak clearly but don't rush. Let pauses breathe. Lowering your pitch slightly adds warmth and sincerity. Think of your voice as an emotional anchor. It should make your date feel safe. Vary your tone naturally to reflect interest and empathy. Avoid monotony. Emotional variation keeps conversations alive. Matching your date's speaking rhythm builds subtle rapport. When your voice feels genuine, it draws the listener closer, like a soft melody that feels familiar yet deeply personal. Tone reveals connection's soul. 6. Using humor gently. Humor breaks tension and builds instant connection. The right kind, light, positive, and inclusive, signals confidence and emotional intelligence. A shared laugh lowers defenses and creates trust. Avoid sarcasm, negativity, or jokes at someone's expense. Instead, use playful teasing that invites your date to join in, not defend themselves. When laughter flows naturally, it forms an emotional bond. You're showing that you can find joy in the moment, and joy is deeply attractive. A well-timed laugh says, "We're comfortable together." Remember, humor isn't about performing, it's about co-creating warmth and shared emotional rhythm. 7. Gentle touch and boundaries. Physical contact can enhance intimacy, but only when it's natural, brief, and fully consensual. A light touch on the arm during laughter or guiding your date through a doorway can signal warmth. But if they seem hesitant, immediately give space. Respect is the ultimate attraction amplifier. Boundaries aren't barriers, they're trust builders. When your touch feels mindful, it says, "I care about your comfort." The most magnetic gesture is restraint, showing you value connection over impulse. Let touch be a whisper, not a demand. It's those fleeting, respectful moments that spark deeper emotional closeness. 8. Mirroring energy. Mirroring is the art of emotional harmony. Without copying, you subtly reflect your date's energy, their pace, gestures, and tone. If they lean forward, respond with gentle engagement. If they relax, match that ease. This subconscious synchrony says, "We're in tune." It builds comfort and rapport faster than words. The key is authenticity. Forcing it breaks the spell. Let mirroring flow naturally through empathy. When two people's energies align, conversation feels effortless. It's one of psychology's quiet wonders. People like those who feel like them. Mirroring turns simple interaction into mutual emotional rhythm. 9. Emotional presence. Emotional presence is the foundation of subtle intimacy. It means giving your undivided attention. No phone glances, no mental rehearsing. Be there fully, body and mind. Respond in the moment, not from habit. People can feel when you're genuinely with them. Your calm focus communicates safety and sincerity. Emotional presence transforms conversation into connection because it replaces effort with flow. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. Presence is magnetic because it's rare. When you make someone feel they're the only person in the room, that's the most intimate signal of all. 10. Complimenting with depth. A well-placed compliment builds warmth, but it should reflect thought, not habit. Instead of, "You look nice," try, "You have a really peaceful energy tonight." Compliment what's unique about their essence, how they express themselves, not just how they look. Keep it natural and don't overload them. One meaningful compliment is worth more than many surface-level ones. Also, receive compliments gracefully, don't deflect. That shows confidence and gratitude. A sincere compliment creates a moment of mutual appreciation, where both people feel seen. Intimacy grows in those small acknowledgments of beauty beyond appearance. 11. Curiosity without pressure. Curiosity shows genuine interest, but it must feel open, not probing. Ask questions that invite reflection, not defense. Instead of, "Why did you do that?" try, "What made that experience special for you?" This opens emotional pathways. Listen to their answers without rushing to share your own story immediately. True curiosity isn't about gathering facts, it's about exploring feelings. When your questions make your date feel valued, not analyzed, you create trust. Balance curiosity with vulnerability, share your thoughts too. Mutual openness transforms conversation from small talk to soul talk, the essence of subtle connection. 12. Silence and timing. Silence can be incredibly intimate. Don't fear pauses, embrace them. Shared quiet moments allow both of you to breathe, reflect, and feel the presence of one another. Sometimes attraction is strongest when words stop. A soft smile during silence speaks volumes. Timing is key, don't rush to fill every gap. Let the moment linger just long enough to feel natural. That gentle rhythm between speaking and stillness creates emotional depth. When both people feel comfortable in silence, it's a sign of true connection. Silence isn't emptiness, it's the space where subtle intimacy quietly blossoms. 13. Knowing when to pull back. Sometimes the strongest signal is knowing when to pause. If your date seems uncomfortable, distracted, or hesitant, gracefully ease the energy. Respect their rhythm. Pushing further breaks trust while patience builds it. Attraction grows best when both feel safe to open up. Pulling back doesn't mean disinterest, it means emotional intelligence. You're showing you care about their comfort more than your agenda. Space creates anticipation, and anticipation fuels connection. Balance warmth with awareness. Real intimacy is not about taking more, it's about sensing enough. Respect is always the most irresistible form of charm. 14. Consistency and sincerity. Consistency turns fleeting chemistry into lasting connection. Be the same calm, kind person throughout the date, not just when you're trying to impress. Authenticity builds trust, and trust fuels attraction. Avoid overanalyzing or strategizing your every move. Sincerity shines brighter than performance. Small acts like remembering details or checking in with genuine warmth leave lasting impressions. Subtle intimacy isn't a tactic, it's a reflection of emotional maturity. When you consistently show respect, curiosity, and care, your date feels emotionally safe. That's what transforms a good first date into the beginning of something meaningful. Subtle intimacy isn't about being seductive, it's about being attuned. Every smile, gesture, and pause tells a story of comfort and care. When you focus on presence instead of performance, chemistry flows naturally. True attraction isn't forced, it's felt. So, on your next first date, lead with calm confidence, emotional awareness, and kindness, the most timeless signals of all. Remember, intimacy begins where authenticity meets empathy. Thanks for watching the Pleasure Academy. If you enjoyed today's insights, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone preparing for their next date. Stay tuned for more lessons on emotional connection. And as always, stay kind, confident, and curious.